Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. Bit of a weight advantage and height advantage for Navajo Stirling, and look at that record, 17 fights for 15 wins and just 2 losses, 8 of those wins coming by the way of KO. It's great to have him on the card again.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I intro the fight, well, I am gonna intro first fighters, and then we will do Ram Moy. First up, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a southpaw Muay Thai fighter, standing 186 centimeters, 92 kilograms, 6 wins, 3 losses, 3 via KO. Representing Whangarei, trained by Partai Kurt Ruinkel Douglas. And his opponent, Orthodox fighter, standing 193, 92 kilograms, 15 wins, 2 losses, 8 via KO. He's the current Super Cruiser King in the Ring champion, fighting out of CKB, Navajo Stirling.
Thank you, Ned.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 95 kilogram super fight, King of the Ring champ, Navajo Stirling against Kurt Douglas. 3x3 K1 rules, your referee in charge, Victoria Parr.
Lovely stuff there from Kurt Douglas before this fight. Kai, you know Navajo very well. We've seen him win this King of the Ring twice on this stage before. How's he looking for this fight, and what should we expect here?
Yeah, big build-up in the entrance from Douglas, but sets the scene, and I know Navajo's just itching to get in there and get stuck in, but yeah, he's a big part of our team now, moving up from Wellington, and you can just see the frame, just massive light heavyweight, and you know, there's not many guys that are that trim and that big at that weight class, so he's a problem.
And I believe he's taken the fight on relatively short notice, about 4 weeks.
Yeah, but Navajo's one of those professionals that he's always in the gym, so it doesn't take him much to get ready.
Well, let's see how ready he is. he's ready, all right. He is ready. A huge right knee straight to the face of Kirk Douglas. Wow, what a blow. He just timed it to absolute perfection. Douglas can go on, but Stirling can smell it all. He's looking for that finishing blow. What a start.
Navajo definitely woke him up. Douglas has to watch up the middle. That's what's gonna land flush. So Navajo needs to be patient here. Not force it too much.
Big blows tonight, but the sound, the feel, everything about that. But Douglas is up, still going.
Douglas might be cloudy, but he's still in this fight. It takes a lot out of you getting rocked like that, but all your senses are firing now, and you just go into survival mode. That's what Douglas is going through right now.
Yeah, his corner telling him to keep his gloves up, which he is doing at the moment. But Navajo will be looking for that gap somewhere in the gloves or around them.
I don't like to compare fighters, but Navajo definitely has that esque of Carlos Olberg or Izzy. Just in the fluidity of his stance, his style, and just really efficient. Never uses too much energy in his combos.
So I assume the UFC would be something that he'd be lining up.
But that's the great thing about City Kickboxing is
2 minutes
these guys
down, 1 minute
these
to
guys
go.
come from kickboxing, but they convert to MMA, and we do it, if not the best. So he's just definitely in the right place, but tonight he's got a kickboxing fight in front of him. I know he's just loving having that ring time as he just finds his right hand.
Yeah, he's looking very strong at the moment as Navajo Stirling. This has been a very good start, just over 30 seconds to go in this first round. But now Douglas comes back and gets Stirling in the corner a little bit. Does land a couple. Nothing that's really fazed Stirling at all.
The thing about these bigger boys is they're always in this fight. They're one shot away from winning it. So Navajo definitely has to be a bit wary and just safe with his head, moving it offline.
2 seconds.
Not getting too comfortable.
As Douglas now goes looking himself with Stirling in the corner. That'll do us for the first round. Strong start from Navajo Stirling. I'm sure we'll get a replay very shortly of that huge knee to the head of Kurt Douglas, which I thought was about to be the end of the fight, but Douglas has come back very well in the latter stages of that.
12:30. Give it a crack. Don't care if you're scared of the cold, get in there. Give it a go.
Here it
8:30
is.
a.m. to 12:30, Sunday the
Here it
19th.
is.
That's a Wim Hof seminar next
Out of
weekend.
nowhere,
as
right?
BTK.
Boom.
He walked.
Flattened him.
Douglas walked into that as he
Did.
came in.
Timed very well.
Navajo timed that perfectly.
So sit it up. When you kick in, don't hesitate. Don't kick the roof. Kick it with the gloves. Can you do that? With your gloves? As much as you can. Show the right side, and when you're ready, straight.
Seconds out. Seconds out.
Okay? Please.
Seconds out, boys.
Okay, you got 6 minutes to go. Can you do that? Do the pace. Let's do that. Make it happen, okay? Sorry. Give us a game plan, boys.
Let's do it.
Don't talk noise.
Let's
Sit
do
up,
it, says Kurt Douglas.
Watch that up
He
for
might
me,
have a bit
please,
to do
boys.
after that first round.
Stay there, darling.
He is still well and truly going,
Come
though, which
on,
I'm
fight.
very impressed by after that huge blow from Stirling. What
Watch
is
this,
left
boys.
in Kurt Douglas? And does Stirling have any other special tricks up his sleeve for us to be wowed by? Well, he goes in with a bit of a flying punch there. But Douglas is not afraid to keep coming at him.
He's definitely firing back. Navajo trying to set up. Navajo trying to stay clean and tactical, but Douglas is making it a messy fight, which is making it a successful fight for Douglas.
Which is what I suspect you'd think he should be doing in this sort of fight, just
Definitely.
unnerve Stirling a bit.
Sterling's such a technical fighter that you have to make it a dogfight if you want to make it look like you're winning against these judges and start landing some significant shots.
Sounds like the crowd's well and truly enthralled by this one. Instead of yelling out, they're just
1 minute
intrigued by
down, 2
what's
minutes
going
to
on in
go.
the
King
ring.
of the ring,
And aren't we all?
Navajo.
This is
Yeah,
the penultimate
black
fight of the
Douglas
night,
in
the
the green.
95 kilogram super fight. And then we've got the final of the King in the ring with Mike Kapi up against Tony Jagger.
Have you noticed Sterling's shin? there's a massive bump on Stirlington. He probably can't feel it because of the adrenaline, but definitely have to look at that later on.
Yeah, there is on his left shin, kind of just above the tape, I suppose. But he's gone again there for him, for his body, but Stirling answers back. You've got to admire the tenacity of Kurt Douglas to just keep giving here. Strong body kick from...
You can never count anyone out, you know. And that,
I know I'd be on the canvas right now.
Stirling just needs to get back to what he was doing really well before. Feinting, setting everything up, and going down the middle. Those tips up the middle, those knees up the middle.
Down to 1 minute to go.
There we go, just under 1 minute to go now in this second round. Stirling looking comfortable, but that's not to say that Douglas hasn't had some impressive moments. A nice uppercut there from Stirling. Douglas's corner very vocal, whereas Eugene Behrman fairly reserved. He's probably pretty content with what's coming from his fighter.
Yes, what Stirling is doing right now is making reads, just trying to get a different look, seeing if he can set anything up, make a trap, and find an opening.
Big left hand there from Douglas.
Who's it going to be, Partai or
Stirling licks his
CKB?
lips as if to say, nah, I want more of that, if you've got it. He looks so composed, Stirling, doesn't really look that tired.
His face is always no emotion, and that's just, as a fighter, one of his strengths. You never know if he's hurt because he's got the same expression.
But what an effort by Kurt Douglas to get through another round. He is putting on an impressive showing here against Navajo Stirling. Certainly holding his own.
Oh, he's definitely still in this fight, and this final round, he's got to put it on him.
Last round. Keep on doing what you do, just add a little bit more on the outside.
Yeah.
And if you just show the right more, he won't know when the right's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do your pump. Yeah. Pump 2, or pump and then do the pump 8 2.
ลงไปอาร์มสโลว์อัพซีกันวัดจังหวะ2จังหวะ2เลินจังหวะ2เข้าใจไหมพี่ก็จะกดน็อกเอาท์เยอะเลินจังหวะ2ไม่รู้จริงnow we no point only knock one within the fight we need to knock him out
Second down now for the
tempo kind of more get the guys up when you down guys come on last on 3 minutes come on
Kurt Douglas against Navajo Stirling.
A bit of a different vibe, I think, from each corner there. Certainly Douglas's corner a bit more
Pull that chair for me, please.
intense, I suppose, wanting a bit more out of their fighter, whereas very calm and composed from Doug Viney and Eugene Behrman over in the city kickboxing corner for Navajo Stirling.
Yeah, that's Eugene and Doug's approach, where they just tell you what you need to hear. They're not going to, they're not going to tell you too much. They're just going to give you exactly what you need to be doing in that last round.
Oh, you can hear the intensity of that kick from Navajo Stirling.
What he's doing here is he's trying to bait him into either orthodox and then catch him on a drift, or slide into southpaw and try catch him on the other side.
How hard is it to adjust to southpaw when you're on the fly?
If you're the opponent and you're seeing someone switch a lot, it definitely does throw you off. If you haven't sparred with a lot of southpaws, and you just got to close the distance. If you're Douglas, don't worry about switching starts. Just come in and start swinging.
That's what he's just tried to do. Start swinging a little bit, but Stirling's pretty cunning when he's defending that sort of stuff. The referee separates them. There's plenty of redness around the body now of Kurt Douglas.
Stop. Let go.
And as you say, he's still got that big mark on his shin. It was built, I think, a little bit earlier from Navajo Stirling.
To go. Come on, people, let's make some noise with these two warriors.
This is the final round of the penultimate fight of the night. The final of the King of the Ring 8-man coming up shortly. Still more action in this one left as well.
Yeah, he's definitely stopped kicking on that side where his shin's swollen, and Navajo's just going to go back to circling around and trying to get ring control.
Nice left kick there from Douglas, which you certainly heard a bit of.
Stop.
Now to come into the clinch, and they'll be separated less than a minute to go now of this fight.
Yeah, see Navajo switching into southpaw, trying to set up a trap here. Trying to set up.
Oh, there it is.
That right.
Lights out with the knee.
That knee.
Another right knee. That could be it. It is over.
over.
The referee has called it. It's the knee that does the damage. It did the damage in the first round, and it has done the damage with less than a minute to go in the third and final round for Navajo Stirling. 18 wins, 18 fights rather, 16 wins, 9 now by KO, and what a way to do it.
You know, Navajo was definitely finding it difficult to find his shots and to find his target, but that knee was the killer tonight. Everything up the middle, and eventually found another home for that knee.
Let's have a look at the replay of it. Right here, there it is, boom. And it was all over from that moment. That's the second knee of the fight that has done huge damage.
You got to give it to Douglas.
Oh, massively. He came back from the first one.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised he couldn't survive that one. That was huge from Navajo Stirling.
What a fight that was. Your winner via KO. Round 2 at 221. Navajo Stirling!